All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me fill you in as we come back live here at America Talks Live. The President and Donald Trump did speak from the Oval Office briefly to reporters. I'll just summarize basically what they said. The president went first, said that it was a very positive meeting. They had a great discussion, and that his main concern, as he said yesterday, was a peaceful, orderly transition, and that he wishes Donald Trump all the success in the world, because if he succeeds, we succeed. It was very, very gracious. And Donald Trump said, I thought this meeting would be 10 or 15 minutes. It lasted almost an hour and a half. He said, as far as I'm concerned, it could have gone on for longer. I would have enjoyed it. He said, we talked about a lot of issues. The president had said foreign issues, domestic issues. Melania Trump met with Michelle Obama. So everything positive. Both the president, so far as far as I've seen in their statements anyway, I did not see any follow-up questions. Both saying absolutely the right things, getting along, shaking hands for the cameras, and that's the way it is supposed to work. Now, somebody should tell that to Van Jones and the other radical leftists that they call panelists on CNN. Van Jones took on election night, I think it was, said that Donald Trump won with white lash. You know, you've heard of backlash, white lash, because white voters are sick of the two terms of a black president, which is insane. Black voters did not show up in the numbers that Hillary Clinton needed to win. Black voters stayed home. But he blamed it on white lash, racist whites, of course. And then he upped that to insinuate that he's getting calls from people, from Muslims, from gay people, from Hispanic people. Oh, they're going to put me in internment camps. Oh, they're going to deport me. Oh, they're going to round me up. And he goes on show after show and says it. Watch this.
Muslim parents that are afraid right now aren't afraid because these kids with these signs. They're not. They're afraid because he said over and over again that he wanted to ban people of their faith. That lands like a bomb in the lap.
Coming into the country.
Hold on a second.
Be accurate.
You want to explain to me why people who are scared shouldn't be afraid, and you want.
But for you to say internment camps,
hey, I didn't say internment camps. Hey, people are afraid of that.
but you should correct that. You should correct that fear. That's not true. Donald Trump has never proposed
you don't
internment camps.
lecture me
You
on
have
this
to
stage.
correct that fear.
Kaylee, you guys won, and you need to back off.
You need to back off. You hear how he's speaking to a woman? To Kaylee McInerney? A little frail blonde woman who's wonderful. Back off. And he said, people are asking me about internment camps. So rather than say, of course there's no internment camps, he's saying, but that's what people are afraid of. So instead of correcting them and in using your position as a commentator on CNN to correct them, he's perpetuating it. I believe purposely more.
You need to have a little bit of empathy and understanding for people who are afraid, because your candidate has been one of the most explosively provocative candidates in the history of our country, and there's a price to be paid for that. And hold on a second.
Let him finish.
I am not finished. I'm not going to be talked over tonight. I'm not.
I'm not going to be talked over tonight. I'm not. Back off. That's how he talks to a woman. And Anderson Cooper lets him get away with it. Because he's saying that, hey, people think they're going to be internment camps. Oh, yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yeah, I want to hear more, Van. And here's more.
You have people who are terrified, and you have to take some responsibility for it. I am not spreading the terror. I am trying to damp it down.
Van,
let me finish my point.
I guess it's acceptable on CNN to treat a woman like garbage, like filth, and be rude and obnoxious in her face. As long as you're a radical leftist spewing hate against Donald Trump, then it's acceptable. And then Anderson Cooper has no problem with it. He lost control yesterday, and he should be ashamed of himself for letting Van Jones take over his show. Another guy who does it is Charles Blow. Charles Blow takes over any show on CNN he wants. I'm not finished. I'm not stopping. I'm going to talk. Really? It's not your show. You do what the host allows you to do. Wow. Wow, wow. So that's Van Jones, and, oh, he's not finished.
You have people, Latino families, who say, this guy has said he's going to deport millions of people. They don't know, should they sell their homes? They are terrified. That is a real fear. You have Muslims who have heard him say nothing good about the Muslim community the entire campaign. That's a real fear. And so they've heard him say, maybe he said it, but that's not what broke through. And so what we have to be able to do now, if you want unity, And I want unity. And I'm working harder for unity than anybody on this stage, I guarantee you. If you want unity, we have to hear the pain first before you tell people they're wrong to hurt.
He's working harder than anyone on that stage to bring unity. Really? Really? Going on show after show on CNN and saying all day you're getting calls. I guess, Muslims are calling him up. Muslim mothers are calling him up. Latino mothers are calling him up. Should I send my daughter to school with a hijab? Are they gonna round us up in the middle of the night? Really? You know dumb people like that? All those dumb, uninformed people? When did Donald Trump ever say the word internment camp? You've said it over and over. But you say, oh, I never said it. But you're saying they said it without saying, of course, it's insane. Of course, it's ridiculous. Of course, it's never going to happen. You're just saying whatever they say to you and repeating it, even though there's nothing to it. Nothing to it. Now, Van Jones isn't the only one, going on here. I want you to watch Ron Johnson, Republican senator from Wisconsin, who was reelected, was on with Chris Cuomo on CNN. Watch this.
He is President-elect Donald Trump, and he did say that there are meaningful divisions in this society that he hopes to expose and make more obvious to people, whether it's the wall or how he feels about Muslims. Those things matter, too. He got elected on the basis of those. He does have to deliver in an ironic way, no?
Okay. So, again, they don't get it. They're saying that building the wall, they're saying that talking about banning Muslims, banning refugees and Muslims from terrorist countries until they could be vetted. They never say it the proper way. They're inciting, they're inflaming, and they're inaccurate, and they're badgering the senator. Here's one more.
Let me grant you, especially in this afterglow of the election, right? We're just hours into these victories, that some of these more obnoxious things that were said during the campaign aren't put at the top of the list. Okay. You have practical concerns where President-elect Trump has very stark disagreement with Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, whether it's trade or building a wall. What do you do there?
Well, you guys are starting out pretty negative today. Let's accentuate the positive, understanding that we all share the same goal. We all want a safe, prosperous, secure America. If you start there, keep it positive, guys. I think we can really accomplish a lot.
Senator Johnson, I couldn't agree with you more about keeping the positive. But for you to put it on the media for just repeating what Donald Trump said and you ducked for your entire campaign is a little hard to swallow.
All right, folks, and here's Bill Tucker with more on celebrity reaction.
The website for immigration to Canada collapsed on election night. Celebrities began furiously Googling Brexit. The end of the world had arrived. Trump won the presidency. The afternoon of the election, Barry Diller promised a President Trump would mean a Canadian Diller. The entertainment and real estate tycoon joined a long list of those promising to up and leave the USA. Miley Cyrus, Whoopi Goldberg, Samuel L. Jackson, George Lopez, Jon Stewart, Cher, Raven-Symoné, Lena Dunham, Rosie O'Donnell, Al Sharpton, Barbra Streisand, Alec Baldwin. Nah, it won't happen. They might buy a vacation home in the south of France, but nobody really moves. They just like to be publicly dramatic. And boy, did they amp it up on election night. To be fair, not every celebrity was suicidal. Some, in fact, were downright thrilled. And then this happened. A tweet came from the self-declared foe of Trump, Mark Cuban. Sometimes guidance and sanity comes from unexpected and welcome places. God bless America.